Welcome to our channel, History Coins HD. We have some valuable coins for you, so don't spend one of them. So watch our complete video and find your treasure. This coin could make you rich overnight. Top 1 today, we're diving deep into one of the most sought after coins in American numismatics, the 1944 D Lincoln Wheat penny. This small yet mighty coin holds a fascinating story, and if you're lucky enough to have one in the right condition, you could be sitting on a fortune. Stay with us until the end, where we'll reveal just how much this rare penny could be worth today. Let's start by taking a step back in time to understand the historical significance of this remarkable penny. The year was 1944, and the world was in the midst of World War II. The United States was heavily involved in the war effort, and nearly every aspect of life was affected by it, including coin production. During this period, the U.S. Mint made several changes to coinage to accommodate the demands of wartime. In 1943, pennies were struck in steel instead of copper to conserve valuable metals for the war. However, in 1944, the U.S. Mint returned to using copper for the 1-cent coins, but with a twist: they were made from recycled shell casings recovered from the war. These pennies are often called shell case cents, symbolizing how even currency played a role in the war effort. The 1944 D Lincoln Wheat penny was minted in Denver, which is what the D mint mark represents. Millions of these pennies were produced, but what makes some of them incredibly valuable is their condition, rarity, and unique variations that collectors are eager to find. And now, let's take a closer look at the design of this historical penny. On the obverse side, you'll find the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been a staple of U.S. coinage since 1909, making it one of the longest-running designs in American history. Above Lincoln's head, you'll see the words, "In God We Trust," and to the left, the word "Liberty" is inscribed. The date 1944 appears on the right side, with a small d below it, indicating that this coin was minted in Denver. Flipping the coin over to the reverse side, you'll find the classic wheat penny design. The words 1 cent and United States of America are prominently displayed in the center, flanked by 2 wheat stalks on either side. The phrase e pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, is inscribed above. This iconic design represents prosperity and unity, values deeply ingrained in American culture. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1944 D penny so valuable? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. While millions of these pennies were minted, only a handful remain in pristine, uncirculated condition. Coins that have never been used in daily transactions and have retained their original luster are highly sought after by collectors. Another factor that adds value is the presence of minting errors. Some 1944 D pennies were mistakenly struck on leftover steel planchets from 1943, creating an incredibly rare variation. If you happen to have a 1944 D penny that appears silver or does not stick to a magnet, you might have an ultra-rare steel version worth a fortune. Even standard 1944 D pennies in top-grade condition can command impressive prices at auctions. So, how much could your 1944 D Lincoln Wheat penny be worth? If you have one in exceptional, uncirculated condition, this little penny could be valued between $80,000 and $83,000. That's right, this small 1-cent coin could be worth a life-changing amount. So, check your old coin collections, piggy banks, and even those jars of spare change. You never know, you might be holding onto a hidden treasure. Top 2, we're diving into a true numismatic gem, the 1945 United States 1-cent coin. This tiny piece of copper may seem ordinary at first glance, but in reality, it holds a fascinating history and could be worth a small fortune. Stay with us until the end, where we'll reveal just how much this coin can fetch, an amount that will leave you stunned. The 1945 Lincoln Wheat penny is one of the most sought-after coins among collectors. While millions were minted, only a select few have survived in pristine condition, and some have rare variations that make them even more valuable. Imagine finding an old penny in your collection and discovering that it's worth more than a luxury car or even a down payment on a house. Now, let's take a closer look at the history of this remarkable coin. In 1945, World War II was coming to an end. The United States was emerging as a global superpower, and the economy was shifting from wartime production to peacetime growth. During this period, the U.S. Mint continued producing Lincoln Wheat pennies, which had been in circulation since 1909. These pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving them their distinct reddish-brown color. While the 1945 penny was widely circulated, very few have remained in mint condition. Most were used in everyday transactions, tossed into pockets, and spent without a second thought. But the ones that have been preserved over the years, especially in uncirculated condition, have become extremely valuable. And now, let's talk about what makes this coin so special. On the obverse side of the penny, you'll find the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His profile has remained a staple of U.S. coinage for over a century. Above Lincoln's head, you'll see the words, "In God We Trust." To the left, the word liberty is engraved, and to the right, the year 1945 is clearly displayed. Flipping the coin over, you'll notice the iconic wheat ears on either side, which give the coin its nickname, the wheat penny. At the top, the national motto E pluribus unum is inscribed, meaning out of many, one. Below that, the words 1 cent and United States of America are prominently featured. This simple yet elegant design is a reminder of a different era in American history, one filled with resilience and progress. But here's where things get even more interesting. Certain versions of the 1945 penny are highly sought after due to rare minting errors and variations. Some of these errors include double die obverse, repunched mint marks, and off-center strikes. These mistakes occurred during the coin's production, making them unique and incredibly valuable to collectors. So, how much could this little coin be worth today? If you happen to have a 1945 Lincoln wheat penny in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, it could be worth an astonishing $75,000 to $78,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny that was once used to buy candy or newspapers decades ago could now be worth a life-changing amount of money. This is why it's always worth checking your old coins. You never know what treasures you might have hidden in a forgotten drawer or coin jar. Top 3. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, and we have an exciting discovery to share with you: the United States of America 1 cent coin from 1949. You may have come across one of these pennies in your collection or even in your spare change, but did you know that some of them could be worth a life-changing amount of money? That's right. This tiny coin, which most people overlook, could actually be a hidden fortune. Stick with us until the very end because we're going to reveal exactly how much this rare coin could be worth today. A glimpse into 1949, the year of this rare penny. To truly appreciate the value of this coin, we need to take a step back in time to the year 1949. This was an era of great change and progress in the United States. The country was rebuilding from the effects of World War II, the economy was growing rapidly, and the American dream was stronger than ever. During this period, the United States Mint was actively producing coins to support a booming economy, including the famous 1949 Lincoln wheat penny, a coin that would later become a prized possession for collectors around the world. At first glance, it may seem like just another penny, but its historical significance and certain rare variations make it an incredibly valuable find today. What makes the 1949 1 cent coin special? The 1949 1 cent Lincoln penny was struck in 3 major locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. Most of these coins were widely circulated, making it difficult to find one in pristine condition today. But what makes this coin stand out? There are a few factors that determine whether your 1949 penny is just another old coin or a valuable collector's item. 1. Mint mark. Some variations of this coin, particularly those from Denver and San Francisco, can be worth significantly more due to lower mintages. 2. Condition. Coins that are in near-perfect condition, with sharp details and no signs of heavy circulation, are highly sought after by collectors. 3. Rare errors. Some 1949 pennies were struck with errors, such as double die obverse, DDO, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks, RPM. These errors make the coin even more valuable. Design and symbolism of the 1949 penny. Now, let's talk about the iconic design of the 1949 1 cent Lincoln penny and why it remains one of the most beloved coins in American history. On the obverse, front, side, you'll find the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. His image has been featured on the 1 cent coin since 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of his birth. Surrounding his portrait are the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1949. Flipping to the reverse, back, side, we see the classic wheat ear design, which was used on pennies from 1909 to 1958. The 2 wheat stalks on each side symbolize America's agricultural strength, and the words 1 cent, United States of America, and E pluribus unum are inscribed to represent the nation's unity. This timeless design makes the 1949 penny not just a piece of currency but a symbol of American heritage. Rarity and collector demand. One of the biggest reasons why the 1949 Lincoln penny has become so valuable is its rarity and high grades. While millions of these pennies were minted, most have been heavily circulated and show signs of wear. Finding a well-preserved or uncirculated version is extremely rare, making these coins highly desirable among collectors. Additionally, error coins from 1949 are among the most valuable pennies in existence. If you have a 1949 penny with a double die, off-center strike, or a misaligned mint mark, its value could skyrocket. How to check if your 1949 penny is valuable? If you have a 1949 penny and want to know if it's valuable, here's what you need to do. 1. Look for the mint mark. If you see a D, Denver, or S, San Francisco, mint mark, it may be more valuable than one without a mark, Philadelphia mint. Point 2. Check the condition. A coin with clear details, original luster, and minimal scratches is much more valuable than one that is worn down. Point 3. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling in letters or numbers, unusual spacing, or any other striking errors. Point 4. Get a professional appraisal. If you suspect your penny is rare, take it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for an official evaluation. The big reveal: how much is the 1949 1-cent coin worth? Now for the moment you've been waiting for. If you happen to own a rare and well-preserved 1949 1-cent Lincoln penny, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Some of the rarest examples of this coin, especially those with mint errors or in near-perfect uncirculated condition, have been sold for an astonishing $70,000 to $73,000. Conclusion: it's incredible to think that a simple 1-cent coin from 1949 could hold so much value today. This just goes to show that hidden treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. So, if you've got a jar of old coins lying around, take a closer look. You might just have a rare and valuable penny in your hands. Top 4. We have something truly exciting to talk about: a small but mighty piece of American history. We're diving into the world of the 1953 United States 1-cent coin. This little penny, often overlooked in pocket change, could be worth a life-changing amount today. Stick with me until the very end because I'll reveal just how much this coin can fetch in the collector's market. You won't believe the number. Before we get into the value, let's take a step back in time. The year 1953 was a time of change and growth in the United States. The country was coming out of the post-war era, and Dwight D. Eisenhower had just taken office as the 34th President of the United States. The economy was booming, television was becoming a household staple, and automobiles were evolving into sleek, stylish machines. Amid all this, the U.S. Mint was hard at work producing millions of coins, including the now iconic 1953 Lincoln wheat penny. This penny was struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint did not include a mint mark, while the Denver and San Francisco mints stamped theirs with a small D or S, respectively. While millions of these pennies were produced, only a few have survived in exceptional condition, and that's where the real value comes in. And now, let's take a closer look at its design. On the obverse side, we have the legendary portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design had been in use since 1909 and remains a symbol of American history. Above Lincoln's head, you'll find the phrase, "In God We Trust," a motto that has become a cornerstone of U.S. currency. To the left, you'll see liberty, and to the right, the year 1953. Flipping the coin over to the reverse side, we see the famous wheat ears, which give this coin its name, the Lincoln wheat penny. These 2 stalks of wheat frame the words 1 cent and United States of America, with E pluribus unum inscribed above. The wheat design was meant to symbolize America's agricultural strength and prosperity. This classic design remained in circulation until 1958 when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial Reverse.So. What makes this coin so valuable? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. While millions of these pennies were minted, only a small number have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition. Coins that have been carefully preserved, free of scratches, discoloration, or wear, are considered highly desirable by collectors. Additionally, some 1953 pennies have unique errors that make them even more valuable. These could include double die errors, repunched mint marks, or off-center strikes. Minting errors are rare, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for these one-of-a-kind coins. If you happen to come across a 1953 penny with a noticeable mistake, you might just be sitting on a hidden treasure. Now, let's talk about the moment you've been waiting for. How much is this coin really worth today? If you have a 1953 Lincoln wheat penny in near-perfect condition, especially one with a mint error or a strong, sharp strike, it could be worth an astounding $55,000 to $60,000. That's right, this tiny 1-cent coin, which many people overlook, could be worth more than a brand new luxury car. Imagine finding one of these in an old coin jar or a collection that's been sitting untouched for years. It's proof that history and value can sometimes be hiding in the most unexpected places. So, if you have a 1953 Lincoln wheat penny, take a close look at it. Check its condition, inspect for mint marks and errors, and consider having it professionally graded. You never know, you might be holding a small fortune in the palm of your hand. Top 5. We have an exciting journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. If you love collecting hidden gems that could be worth a fortune, then this video is for you. We're diving deep into the story, rarity, and true value of a small yet powerful coin, the 1954 Lincoln wheat penny. Most people see a penny as just a simple, everyday coin, but did you know that some rare pennies can be worth thousands of dollars? That's right. And by the end of this video, you'll discover just how much a 1954 wheat penny could be worth if you're lucky enough to own one. Stay with us until the end because you won't believe the staggering value this coin holds today. Let's start by traveling back to 1954. This was a time when the United States was in the post-war boom, with the economy growing rapidly. The Lincoln wheat penny was a common sight in everyday transactions, minted in massive numbers. The D-Mint mark on this coin tells us that it was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the key mints responsible for striking millions of coins. Despite being produced in large quantities, only a handful of these pennies have survived in nearly perfect condition. Over the years, most of them were used in daily transactions, exposed to wear, scratches, and oxidation. But if you manage to find one that is still in pristine, uncirculated condition, you might be holding a rare and valuable piece of history. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1954 Lincoln penny is its design. On the front, you'll find a detailed portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design was first introduced in 1909 and became one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history. The words "In God We Trust" arch over Lincoln's head, with the word liberty to his left and the date 1954 to his right. Just below the year, you'll notice a small D mint mark, indicating it was minted in Denver. Turn the coin over, and you'll see the classic wheat ears on the reverse, which is why this coin series is known as the wheat penny. The words 1 cent and United States of America are prominently displayed in the center, with E pluribus unum written above. This design was used until 1958, after which the wheat penny was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse. So, what makes the 1954 Lincoln wheat penny so valuable? The answer lies in its rarity, condition, and any unique minting errors that might exist. Collectors are always on the hunt for coins that have been well preserved over the years. A regular 1954 penny in circulated condition may only be worth a few cents. However, when you find one in flawless, mint-state condition, meaning it looks as fresh as the day it was struck, it becomes a whole different story. Some of these coins also have minting errors, such as doubled dies, repunched mint marks, or off-center strikes. These errors make the coin even more desirable to collectors, significantly increasing its value. If you suspect that your coin has an unusual feature, it's always a great idea to have it examined by a professional coin grading service. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. If you happen to have a 1954 Lincoln wheat penny in perfect, uncirculated condition or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth anywhere between $50,000 to $53,000. That's an unbelievable amount for a single penny. It just goes to show that sometimes, the smallest treasures can hold the greatest value. So, before you overlook that old jar of coins at home, take a closer look. You might just be sitting on a small fortune. Top 6. We have something truly special for you, the 1957 United States 1 cent coin. This little copper beauty may seem ordinary at first glance, but don't be fooled. Some rare versions of this coin are worth an absolute fortune. In this video, we'll uncover the history, design, and hidden secrets that could make your humble penny worth tens of thousands of dollars. Make sure you watch until the end, where we'll reveal just how much this coin can fetch in the market today. The 1957 Lincoln wheat penny was minted during an important period in American history. This coin was part of the long-running Lincoln wheat cent series, which had been in circulation since 1909. By the 1950s, America was experiencing a post-war economic boom. The country was growing, industries were thriving, and the demand for coins remained high. The Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint produced millions of these pennies, with the Philadelphia Mint striking over 282 million and the Denver Mint striking about 1 billion. With such high numbers, you might wonder what makes some of these coins so valuable? The secret lies in their condition, rarity, and, most importantly, unique minting errors that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. Let's take a closer look at the design of this coin. On the obverse, or front side, you'll find the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln. This design was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. It was created by Victor David Brenner and has remained a classic ever since. Above Lincoln's head, you'll see the motto, "In God We Trust," while to the left and right of his portrait, you'll find the words "Liberty" and the year 1957. Flip the coin over, and you'll see the reverse side featuring two wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. This design, known as the wheat penny, was used from 1909 until 1958, making 1957 one of the final years before the transition to the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. The phrase "e pluribus unum," meaning out of many, one, is also inscribed, symbolizing the unity of the nation. Now, let's talk about what makes certain 1957 pennies extremely valuable. While many of these coins are still in circulation or tucked away in collections, only a few rare ones have the potential to be worth life-changing amounts. The most valuable versions are those in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded MS67 or higher by professional grading services, but what really drives up the price are minting errors. Some of the most sought-after errors include double die obverse, where the lettering and design appear slightly doubled, off-center strikes, and rare variations in the mint mark. These mistakes, caused during the coin's production, make them unique and highly desirable to collectors. So, how much can a rare 1957 1-cent coin be worth today? If you happen to own one in exceptional condition or with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a value between $45,000 and $48,000. That's right, what was once just a single penny could now be worth a small fortune. So, if you have any old wheat pennies lying around, it's time to take a closer look. You never know, you might be holding onto a rare and valuable treasure without even realizing it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into rare and valuable coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest discoveries. Who knows? The next rare coin we feature might be sitting in your collection right now. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting!